Hey everybody, Michael here. So, this is something I've never really done before, like a commentary of one of my old videos, but it was something I thought about doing for a while, so I just figured I'd give it a shot. So, the whole concept of a friend in need indeed was that, like, I went through a tough breakup at this time, so I just really wanted to, well, rather than being destructive, I just wanted to take my feelings and just sort of create something, and that's ultimately what this came to be. Um, so it was just a little story of involving M Crew Dude and the two other characters. But yeah, this one opening scene where I'm actually at my job right now. My boss told me it's okay. I film in the office and stuff. He didn't really care, but which is okay. But the thing is, I didn't really write for this one scene, so that's why it sucks. Um, the whole concept was I was at a cash register and I was talking to somebody about the earrings he was buying, but the problem was I didn't really make that very clear, so a lot of people didn't understand what I was trying to say, and so yeah, it kind of ended up that, like, I don't know. I guess the guy was wearing earrings, so that's what they thought, or anyway. So yeah, this is another part of the office. Like, well, just the third floor. Um, so, and so the next scene is when I get home, and we introduced to one of my other characters named Francois, who a lot of you probably remember with this weird expression, questionable accent, and green face mask. Um, to be honest, the whole concept I had with him is that he was like gonna be a food critic, and I was gonna be like the only character that would actually go out and do stuff, but obviously I would not want to dress like that and speak ridiculously in public, so I kind of dropped that whole idea. I mean, it would have been fun for me to review food, but it's like, do I really want to have to put in all that extra effort to have to drive to all these places? Um, oh yeah, another thing I gotta say is, how I'm editing the entire video. So how I do all of this is I shoot all of the scenes as one character, dress up as the other, and do all the scenes with that. Um, and obviously this was before I started using Vismato or even Game Your Video. So I'm actually trying to use YouTube's video editor, which was a huge pain. So how it all worked is I had all the tiny video clips and I just had to piece them together like a couple at a time just to create this whole like 13-minute video. It was not easy, but I thought it was fun. It was worth it. And luckily that was the only time I've ever had to do this. And like a moment ago, that sort of like clock turning transition, like that's something I can't do in Vismato, which was something that I did on YouTube. And and alright, so this is where M Crew Dude comes home from his day at work. Like, I guess that at work that's the only time where he wasn't wearing that outfit. And of course, Francois here is eating bean burger tacos, which is just something I threw together. It's like wraps with like vegetarian burgers in it. Yeah, good stuff, and with a little salad dressing, it's pretty good. Um, so now I'm going on about quote unquote Kayla and moving back to quote unquote Costa Rica. Um, Obviously that's not like the true case, but it was something similar that had happened to me. Um, yeah, I'm looking now. This is one of my first videos where I was like clean shaven. When I went in for my job, I had to shave off my goatee, and I never really grew it back. I don't know. Some people liked it, some people didn't, but I don't know. I'm kind of happy without it right now. And so now this is the stairwell, or like the top of it anyway. And my bedroom's actually on the right of where I just was. And so now this is Jason Stone, my junkie character. He's playing a video game called Wet for on Xbox 360. Um Weird thing is I didn't have the game at that point. I was just playing the demo, which I'm sure some of you like, or probably I don't know if any of you noticed, but like that move right there, the sliding uppercut, was not something you could do in the main game, which is because you had to unlock it at that point. But yeah, hopefully no one picked up on that. But I don't know. I was just trying to get away with that. And so a lot of stuff here in my bedroom, like that dolphin you see right next to my globe, unfortunately that actually broke a little while later, and I felt really bad about that. And the stuff on my wall, I still have some of that stuff, as you probably have noticed, but a lot of the little images I end up getting rid of just because it was taking up too much space. And yeah, I've got little baggies on the other side of the wall, like to the right of Jason, because at the time I had no place to put like my little reward card, so I just like pinned them up on the wall, which is kind of funny. And so yeah, I noticed just how dark it is from that perspective. And yeah, there was nothing really I could do about that because the lighting is directly above them, so that caused a lot of problems trying to like get the angles right, which is kind of why I've always done um like the camera on the stool just facing me towards the corner of the wall. And because that's really the only way I can get the best lighting. But because when I have to shut the light off, it ends up looking too dark, which is the problem. The lighting coming from that, I believe, is from the window, which is which is okay. You can see he looks very clearly in that image, but oh yeah, at that point you can see I accidentally left his jacket open, which is something he doesn't have, which is kind of funny. All the characters are wearing gray T-shirts, but I try to cover that up as best I can. Another weird thing is that after I ended up killing off those two characters there, um, I tried to give a 3 for McDiver, which was a later character, a similar like style, but the problem was a lot of people gonna end up confusing the two. But the main difference is that I tried to go for is that Jason is like a drug addict and just really like crass and annoying, but 3 for on the other hand is just extremely lazy. Oh, and yeah, those are my two cats, Jesse and Jules. I really liked those cats. They were great. The problem was we ended up having to surrender them to the shelter because, well, they caused a lot of destruction to the furniture, and on top of that, we had another cat named Rasta who made an appearance in my all of the other reindeer review. Yeah, they kept like chasing after her and picking fights, so it was just something that we couldn't really take care of anymore. So unfortunately, the two boys had to go, which is a shame. I really liked them. And so, what's happening now is M Crew Dude is still feeling depressed and stuff. And what's always really funny is that characters keep breaking into his room without entering first. It's really funny. But what's also kind of interesting is that, oh yeah, I noticed now that there's actually a knock, which is something I've never had at the time, and I kind of referenced that when Zeke did it. But yeah, there's, oh yeah, you can see the most stuff on my wall here. There's like that shark head up on the right. Yeah, I still have that. That was from SeaWorld. Because it's like something that holds your drink in place. I thought it was really cool, so I just wanted to like hang it on the wall. And some of those other images that you see there, that's actually from like days I was at a camp, and I really do appreciate what the camp did for me because it really helped improve my social skills and stuff. Like top ones from 2007, bottom ones from 2008 and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and so yeah, these Goya sodas that Jason can't pronounce. Yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, Goya soda's pretty good. I mean, I don't like Goya malts though. I mean, that stuff is kind of gross, but and well, to be honest, he's about to bring up Victorious, and to be honest, back then I really did like to watch the show, and I am a fan of Victoria Justice. I did see her in concert once over in Mansfield, and that was a lot of fun. Oh my god, and then there's Zippy, my cockatiel, who's on the left. Yeah, I had him for quite a long time, but the problem with that was I ended up going to college, and I was working, of course, so I felt really bad. I didn't really have much time to give to him, so I had to surrender him to the same shelter. I felt really bad about that because I really liked Zippy, but from what I heard, he got adopted by a middle-aged lady who had birds of her own, so I was really happy that he still, like, had a happy ending. Um, yeah, it tastes kind of funky, but I like it. um, so yeah, filming, like, off the television is something I'd never like to do, but the problem is, um, like, getting footage from television shows or movies is not easy because of YouTube's copyright BS. And that's kind of the main reason why I focus more on video games than I do on movies, because video games are a lot easier to acquire footage for, and they don't, or at least they're not heavily, like, looked over by copyright stuff. And, oh my, oh, something I just noticed is that on the right I kind of left, the clothes laying about for the new characters, and yeah, that's something I kind of had to look out for again, is that I can't leave other stuff from other costumes laying around. I think that's another part of it. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's my uniform on the left or what that is, but yeah, I should have been more careful of that. Whoops. Um, so as the final scene, after all the effort that Jason and Francois went to make me feel better, I thought it'd be funny if Jason just kind of said something stupid that kind of upset me again. Um, so yeah, and that was the joke that really paid off. A lot of people thought that was funny, and yeah, Francois is not too happy about that either. Um, and so yeah, this is Jason. Like I said, is a drug addict, and this is the one point where I kind of show that. What's really ironic is that rolled up piece of paper is actually a receipt from a donation I had made. So yeah, really ironic. Um, yeah, what's kind of weird is that this is before I could do like end credits perfectly. So this is me just holding the camera up to a PowerPoint presentation I sloppily threw together while I'm singing "Lean on Me" as my three characters. Um, yeah, there was this kind of, I don't really know what I was thinking when I tried to like throw this together, but um, it was just something I wanted to do just for the hell of it. I thought it was fun just to um put this video together. I mean, it made me feel better about my situation. Um, well, at the time it did. I mean, it didn't really make anything better, and well, things ended up kind of getting worse from like in terms of the breakup from there. But it's making this video that allowed me to have a creative outlet, which is what I love. I love making YouTube videos, but of course there are times where it becomes more like it feels more like work than a hobby. But the reason why I do this is because it gives me a good outlet when I feel like depressed and stuff. I don't like I've had depression for a very long time, and I don't really like feeling this way or like unfulfilled. So I really try to um, give myself this sort of like I keep saying, an outlet to have, so I can just feel creative, and so that people watch my stuff. I like how people they watch my stuff, they laugh, and it just really makes my day. Um, so yeah, I keep mentioning this recent heartbreak. I probably won't ever get into extreme detail about how that went down, but um, it was just like a really serious like downfall for me and my like just oh yeah, for all you wise guys. Um, I don't really think I had to do that. Just include the copyright for that kind of thing, but I just felt it was something I should include in case somebody asked me, because this was like I was first starting YouTube, and I know like when I did like open season, that one got immediately um, uh, claimed for copyright. And to be honest, I never really wanted to review open season. I just wanted to do it so I could review the sequels, which I never got around to doing, by the way. It was just something I thought about doing. Your ears are probably bleeding now. Sorry. Anyways, thanks for watching.